Hey everyone, so this is JBot Designs coming at you with 3 deck profiles. It's been 2 weeks since the Halifax Team Tournament, and we went there. Myself, Andre, and Frank went to the team tournament. Andre was running Gold Paladin, Frank was running Narukami, and I was running Kagurel. We got 3rd place out of the whole team tournament. It was really good. I'm going to go through the deck profiles right here. So this was Andre's deck, which was Gold Paladin. We call it Wolf's Run, I guess. He did, out of 11 games, won 3 games. He had some bad luck, some bad matchups. He was doing fine. I was watching a lot of the games, so it wasn't that he wasn't playing bad. It's just trigger stacking and just, you know, some calls like 2 to pass and then people getting 2 crits and then winning the game. It stinks, but it happens. Some bad matchups, but he did overall. So, start off, we got Little Battle of the Cron, get grade 3s because there's break rides and that's kind of important. Next up we got triggers, 4 heals because that's obvious, 6 criticals, and 6 draws. Helps get him hand size and still pressure out on the opponent, especially considering with this deck it fills field fast thanks to Mr. Garmore himself. 4 AK beaters, 2 charge gals because it's kind of important with it being Garmore. Cycle Dagger, this was his MVP, whether it was in the back column or front column. It helped him get some numbers to boost for games, so he won some games with him. 4 perfs, because it's kind of obligatory to have those. And then 4 Dindrains, because Dindrain's awesome, especially when you can call her out with Garmore and get pluses in hand. Next up for the grade 2s, we have Trip. Unflipping damage is kind of awesome. 10k Beatsters. Some more 10k Beatsters, but it's Blaster Blade Spirit and Blaster Dark Spirit. Again, calling them with Garmore and getting pluses is pretty sweet. Especially with the errata when you get Garmore, if you break ride Garmore on top of Gancelot and you search something out and play it, Gancelot still triggers in response, so that's kind of awesome. Grade 3s, 3 Garmores, main man himself like we were talking about. 3 Gancelot break rides, of course. And Tectum 1 Platina Ezel. Break riding a Platina Ezel on top of Gancelot at 5 damage is really good, especially pushes for game. Dealing with a lot of 26k columns when you're doing that. Next deck, we have March of the Pikachus, which is Frank's deck. He started with Spark Kid Dragoon.
Ooh, a Thunderhammer.
Yeah, I watched Thunderhammer.
With his trigger lineup there, sorry about that, they were just talking to me. Shut up. He runs 7 crits, 5 draws, and 4 heals. He likes to push with the crits and have a little bit of hand control, which is nice. For grade 1s, just got 4 perfs, 4 AK beaters, 3 Shukis, and 3 Warvern bombers. Again, 10k boosters is really nice. RC. Sorry about that, my dog's barking at random stuff. Grade 2s, we got 3 Garudas because unflipping damage is wicked. 10k beaters. Dusty Plasmas. As soon as you see that, obviously you know he's running for millions. Grade 3s, we got Vowing Sword, 3 Verms, and 2 the Bloods. Frank's MVP would probably be just break riding with either Verm or the Blood. It just pushed for games, retiring stuff, and just punching for large numbers, which is basically what his deck's about. He went, out of 11 games, he won 7. Still really good. And last but not least, we have Ender's Game, my deck. Starter is Conroe. Mr. Toolbox Conroe. Draw triggers, I'm running 5. I'm running 1 Gatling Claw because retiring that grade 0 starter Criff or any other grade 0 starter that adds pluses to the game is awesome. 7 crits, 4 heals. Punch early for crits, and like I said, hand advantage is really nice as well. The new seal draw, pluses, really like him. Put in the soul, give a nice old boost to the Vanguard, it's great. For grade 1s, I run 4 bars, 3 Gojos, especially if I go first turn and tap him and ditch something that's garbage to get what I want. It's awesome. 4 perfs, mind you I'm running 2 of each of the new ones. I like the seal ones more personally, but I just have old and new, I guess. 1 Wyvern Griffin, Guard Griffin or whatever. Yeah, Guard Griffin, call him Wyvern Griffin. He's awesome. I only ever really have him for if I need that extra 10k shield. It's great to have. And 2 Heat Nails for retire. Heat Nail's awesome. He also pushes for retiring and giving me good bonuses later on. Grade 2s, I have a Berserk. I run 3 Nahalims, 3 of the Seal 10k, and my beautiful guy I call my avatar, Mr. Bellicosity Dragon. This deck's really important for run flips, especially for when you see who my grade 3 lineup is. I really like Bellicosity, helps out quite a bit. Berserk also is good for late game if I need to retire stuff in the front row to either push or at the same time too, depending what I have for grade 3s to contend with. I can use the counterblast to retire something instead of going for my Dragonic Overlord at the end. 4 Dauntless Dry Dragon. This guy is really good. I know there's been a lot of debates in regards to Dauntless where people are just like, is he that good? Personal opinion, just from my experience playing, Dauntless is good with almost any available Kagero grade 3 in my opinion. The ability just to restand and punch for big numbers is pretty important. I normally attack with the Vanguard first, don't boost, and then when he restands after his first swing, I'm going to boost with the booster for his second swing. And then I run 4 Dragonic Overlord the ends. Break Routing Dote on top of Dauntless Drive Dragon. It's really good. Really good. Basically it gives the opponents lots of thought. How am I going to guard this? Some people would guard the second swing and just take the first swing depending on how much damage they're at. It's usually the smarter option to go with. But if you know you get the drive check to a dub crit and win game, shitty. Everyone's kind of gone against it and it stinks because of it, but unfortunately it happens to the best of us. I know there was a couple games too where instead of me negativing so much from my hand with Dauntless Drive, when people just said, okay, I take the first attack with Dote, I just ditched a Dote because I had one in hand. Sure, I kind of wasted a Break Ride skill, but at the same time I get more pluses in my hand than negatives. Keep my nice big hand to guard for late game, so that's what I like to go with. This deck, out of all 11 games that were played, I won 9. I had some pretty intense games. First game I played against a Genovius deck, I misrode for a couple turns, and unfortunately because of it I wasn't able to pressure that much. And another match was against Blake, which was he was playing Nova Grapplers in top 4. I didn't get any rear guards to unfortunately combat against him, and because of such his rear guards just swarmed me and I only had my Vanguard to punch with. But apart from that, this is a deck profile for the team tournament there, and you know, it's a great time. We hope to go to another team tournament in Halifax again there. Obviously some changes are probably going to be in order. And I just want to say this is a punch out to Destiny Heroic out there. Check out my bling. See you later.